give a warm welcome to Mr. President.
Thank you, Tiny. Hi, buddy. Hi. We ready to have some fun?
Yes.
Is there anything more fun to have than fun? So, I'm going to do something a little different. Now imagine that, me doing a little something different.
Okay.
We're going to start by playing a game. We're going to play Simon Says. Now, anyone here not know what how to play Simon Says? Good. One. Okay, I will explain it to you. Basically, I'm going to give you directions. If I start those directions with Simon Says, lift your arm up. You lift your arm up, and then you're still in the game. If you don't lift your arm up, you're out of the game. If I don't say Simon Says, if I just say lift your arm up, and you lift your arm up, you're out of the game. Make sense? Pretty simple game, right? You all played this as a kid, right? Okay, so let's start playing. Everyone get up and come on down front. We're all out. No, everyone who just stood up, you're all out. Simon Says, come on now. I played this game because you guys are pushing. Okay. That's not going to work in this space. Okay, I want to form like a line here, and a line here, and a line there, and a line here. Let's go 5 lines. Yeah, 5 lines. Go like that.
Don't you have to say Simon Says form 5 lines?
Yeah, you guys are all in here. You're all out. I just started. I got you out twice. Okay. Now see, you're like the only one that didn't move, did you? Did move it up. See, he's starting to understand the game. We got some space right there. Watch us go back in that line. Simon Says. What was that? What's that? I don't know where this line came from. Oh, you're out. See you later. Don't trick. Now you're out. See you later. Okay, come on forward. You're out. See you later. Yeah. Come on forward. Simon Says, come on forward. Now we're starting to understand how this game's going to get played. Yeah. All right, Simon Says, come on forward. Yeah, Vladimir, Simon Says, come on forward. Join him. I see, now she's starting to get Simon Says, come on forward. All right. Now, obviously you can tell this is not the typical Simon Says game. I'm going to be a little bit more brutal than usual. Put your hands up, you look stupid. You're out. Nobody touched me. Simon Says, come on forward. You guys got to be careful. Okay. Now, are you guys join him? Simon Says, join him. Simon Says, come on. Simon Says, take a step forward. Simon Says, take a step forward. All right, we're doing good. You're out. You got it. Not watching. Do you want another chance? Do you want another chance? Yeah. Okay, you're out. By this time, you would have got it. Okay. Simon Says, take your finger and point to the sky. Simon Says, take your finger and point to the wall. Simon Says, put your thumb up and form an L. Simon Says, make that L into a ring. Simon Says, put that ring on your chin. Simon Says, turn to the person next to you and say, that's not your chin. Okay, anyone who does not have this ring on their chin can go sit down. That would be you too. You go sit down. You go sit down. You got your chin. You couldn't even understand. Is that your chin? Is that your chin? Now you're out. I'm gonna let you stay. I'm gonna let you know. I will let you stay. You're out. Okay, Simon says, come forward. Did you move your hand off your cheek?
Yes.
You did? Did you move your hand off your cheek?
Oh, yeah.
Are you pressing? Simon says, I'm playing you.
Is he playing you?
All right, Simon says, turn around, face the audience. All right, let's give a big hand, because these are obviously the only 3 people in the room who know how to listen. Okay, you look silly. Put your hand down. Okay, you're out.
That's it.
Still counts. See you later. Simon says, put your hand down. Simon says, put your hand down. Okay, you guys are doing really good. You guys are doing good. Simon says, turn and face each other. Simon says, shake each other's hand with the left hand. And then they got it right, too. You may not believe how many people screw this up. You can stop now. These 2 are just getting too good. Okay, Simon says you can stop now. Okay, Simon says quit smiling. You're still smiling. You're out. This is our winner! Oh, I love playing that game. All right, now that we've gotten you focused on listening, let's start this presentation here. I have coached 26 Pee Wee Little League teams. Now, I recently found out that qualifies me for sainthood. Because in the process, I never killed a child or a parent. Yeah, the first time my kid was 5, and he signed up for soccer, and I knew nothing about soccer. So I thought, well, I'm a good dad, I'm gonna jump in, be the coach. So I read up on passing drills and strategies. Passing drills and strategies, I'm lucky y'all get them running in the same direction. But as time went on, I had a lot of very different experiences. And I forgot. There's a black folder in my suitcase. Did you get, or can I get one? Thank you, Jason. And I want to tell you about the very last team that I coached. It was my son's 6th grade basketball team. It was my youngest son, so I pretty much knew at that point that this was going to be my last team. And I'm a motivational speaker, so I just decided to try an experiment. And instead of like coaching basketball, I decided to run a self-esteem course for little kids. And in the process, who knows, maybe learn something about basketball. And I decided this the day I went and saw the first practice and found out that they sucked. Oh, they were bad. I took all the parents across the first day and I went, don't talk about winning. We're not going to talk about winning the whole season, because these guys would be lucky if they win one game. We had 3 out of 15 kids who actually played the game before. 3. My son, who was usually an average kid on most teams, was one of the stars. We were in trouble. So I ran it like a self-esteem course. And every day at the end, I would have these life lessons that they were supposed to know. And I would have to do these self-esteem drills with a basketball and all this stuff. And we went out the first game, and it was like a Disney film. In the beginning, where the kids get killed, we got murdered. This team, if they get ahead of you by 20 points, they call a mercy rule and they quit keeping score. They did that somewhere in about 2/3 of the way through the first half. Yeah. So I kept going. I kept doing my thing. I figured I'm going to play this to the end. I'm just going to do this like a self-esteem course. And this amazing thing happened. The very last game, there were 10 games in the season. So the very last game, we had to play the same team we played the first week again. The team that murdered us. They hadn't lost a game all season long. The coach had been secretly recruiting players, which he's not even supposed to do with Parks and Rec leagues. So we get out there, and going into the fourth quarter, we're down by 2 points. Yeah. Their coach calls a timeout, and my team runs in there, and they're going, okay, coach, what do we do? I said, what I want you to do is I want you to go look at that bench over there. See the coach? That man is losing his mind. He is screaming. He's got veins popping out of his head. He is losing his mind. I said to those kids, I love that you're giving this guy a coronary. Just go back out there and do what you're doing. And they went and they started playing. In the last 2 minutes, last 45 seconds, we're 2 points up. And this guy is just, him and his assistant coach and all their parents are losing their minds. Well, I gave it to my best dribbler. I said, whatever you do, don't shoot. Just dribble it out. You guys know basketball, right? Just dribble it out. We won the game. Now, we weren't the league champ. This isn't a Disney film. But these kids beat the league champs that murdered them in the first game because they believed. There's no way you can change how good a kid plays basketball in 2.5 months to make that kind of a change. But you can change what's up here. And the funny thing was, when the game ended, I had something that never happened before. Parents had presents for me. I got a note about 3 weeks later from one of the moms. Cliff, thank you for, this is the actual note. You see that little. Cliff, thank you for coaching the Trojans basketball team this year. The boys didn't always win, no kidding. But who cares? You taught them confidence, character, teamwork, sportsmanship, and basketball. In fact, on the ride home in the car from the second practice, Joseph said to me, Mom, I have learned more about basketball tonight than in the 4 years I have been playing since. I wasn't coaching basketball. When working, or when watching the other coaches, it was apparent that you were something different. Can anyone who knows me attest to the fact that I thought it was a pretty good observation. You didn't have to bark out orders at the boys. You let them make their own decisions and their own mistakes. What a great life lesson. You have an obvious gift for coaching. Thank you for sharing it with my son. Sincerely, Mary Beth, and I can't read the last name. First time, 2016. And the interesting thing is I got another one on the same day. They poured in from every parent on the team. So, at that point, I started, because I was a college coach too, I coached fencing. And that was a sport I actually knew something about. And I started coaching it in a different way. I started coaching it as a self-esteem course. And I'd always had mixed success with my prodigies in the past. And from that point on, I could take people who had never picked up a sword in their life and in 6 months having them winning trophies. Just by changing what was up here. Now, if it weren't for little kids and college students and adults, I think it might work for you guys.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you what I taught them in a nutshell.